It's been nearly a month since Hurricane Irma made landfall on the west coast of Florida, leaving many without power for days, causing massive crop damage, we mentioned, leaving livestock stranded. Sarah Mock in our Washington bureau with the Florida growers in the country, in the nation's capital now, talks about the ongoing recovery.
Many Florida industries were severely impacted by Hurricane Irma and other hurricanes that hit the southeast United States throughout the summer and into the fall. But one of those industries that was incredibly hard hit was, of course, the sugar industry. We're lucky enough to be joined today by Brad Lundy, a sugar farmer and member of the Wedgeworth Leadership Institute at the University of Florida. Brad, could you talk to us a little bit about just what it was like to be a sugar farmer kind of while this hurricane was going on?
Well, it was pretty nerve-wracking is what it was. You know, depending on where you were exactly, it was a combination of wind damage and water damage that entered our area from Irma. You know, the sugar industry is known to be a resilient crop and a resilient bunch of growers, but, you know, when you turn a storm like Irma loose and comes across your area, it's the impacts are very real. We
don't even know what the losses are yet. The USDA is kind of scrambling to figure that out. Have you seen a lot of USDA folks, maybe the local FSA office, kind of in your community trying to help with those relief efforts?
Yeah, I mean, everyone around is working hard and working together to try to come up with that information to act as promptly as possible.
Crop insurance in your area has been available. Have farmers been buying it, and is that going to be a part of the solution to overcoming these challenges?
My experience with crop insurance in our area has not been that useful for us. However, we do purchase it. We do have policies, but the way the deductibles are written and the way the policies are written, we have to have some cases a 50% loss. The buy up just costs so much that we can't afford to buy up. And you know, to say we have a 50% loss is going to be hard to claim, especially in a one crop term. You know, if we look at the cumulative years and add it up together, possibly maybe that we could start meeting some 50% losses if you consider that.
I'm curious too, the sugar industry has struggled a bit in recent years because of some trade issues that have been going on. Prices are very low across kind of agriculture. What will the impacts of this storm be in the long term? Do you think, do you see farmers maybe in your area kind of leaving the farm or being forced to look at that decision?
No, not in the sugar industry. I mean, we're going to be there, and we're going to farm, and we're going to keep going. We've seen tough times, and we're used to it. We will continue to battle, and we'll continue to try to become better farmers.
Well, I want to say thank you again to Brad Lundy, who farms in Moorhaven, Florida. Yes, we'll have more updates for you throughout the morning. Until then, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sarah. The Wedgeworth Leadership Institute, sponsored by the University of Florida. It allows ag leaders from across the state to participate in 55 days of travel over 2 years. Agriculturally, destinations are in that, including the U.S. and abroad as well.